Israel bombs Qatar. Ceasefire betrayed. Sovereignty violated and the future of Gaza. Doha under fire. A new front line. Doha, the capital of Qatar, once a symbol of diplomacy and peacemaking, now struck by missiles. For the first time in the history, Israel targeted Qatar, a sovereign state, a mediator, a US ally. The world is asking why Qatar and why now? The strike that shocked the Gulf. In September 2025, as Hamas leaders met in Doha to discuss a US backed ceasefire, Israeli missiles pierced Qatari knights. Five were killed, including the son of senior Hamas leader Khalil al Hayya. Even Qatar's own security officer fell in the line of duty. This was no battlefield strike. This was a sovereign capital under attack. Israel has a long history of targeted assassinations, from Tunis in 1988 when Abu Jihad was gunned down to Dubai in 2010 when Mossad agents killed Hamas commander Mahmoud al-Mahbou in a hotel room. But Doha, this was unprecedented. World reacts, a diplomatic earthquake. The world erupted. Qatar condemned it as a state terrorism. The United Nations Security General called it a violation of sovereignty. Turkey's Erdogan accused Israel of adopting terrorism as a state policy. Even the UK, really critical of Israel, called it a reckless act. And the United States of America, Washington admitted it was informed, but only minutes before the strike. President Trump called it unfortunate but still defended Israel's right to eliminate Hamas. Qatar has long been central to Middle East diplomacy, hosting Taliban talks, mediating Gaza ceasefires, even sheltering Hamas leader exiled from Damascus after 2012. By striking Doha, Israel did not just kill men, it attacked Qatar's role as a mediator in the region. Peace betrayed. Qatar's role in the history. For decades, Qatar has been the thread stitching fragile peace efforts together. It financed Gaza's humanitarian lifeline, paid salaries when Gaza's economy collapsed, and hosted negotiations after negotiation when others refused. By Israel's strike shattered the role. It was not just an attack on Hamas, it was an attack on mediation itself. A betrayal of the idea that dialogue could save Gaza. Since 2007, after Hamas took control of Gaza, Qatar has sent over $1.5 billion aid, often the US and Israel approval. The lifeline kept Gaza alive. Now, with Doha under fire, that bridge is burning. The geopolitical game, who gains, who loses. This was about more than Hamas. By humiliating Qatar, Israel sent a chilling message to the Arab world. Your sovereignty means nothing. By history teaches us when aggression crosses border, alliances shift. In 1973, the Arab oil embargo reshaped global politics after the Yom Kippur War. In 1990, Iraq's invasion of Kuwait brought US troops into the Gulf, and now Israeli strike on Qatar may be the next turning point in the history. The future of the region, chaos or unity. Will this strike ignite a wider war, or will Qatar tragedy becomes the rallying cry for Muslim unity? Gaza still bleeds, hostages remain in danger, and the Washington's credibility is collapsing. This so-called rule-based order is revealed for what it is: rules for some and missile for others. From 1917 Balfour Declaration to Nakba of 1948, from Sibra and Shitla in 1982 to the Gaza massacre of 2023 to 25, the Muslim world has seen a century of betrayal. The Doha strike is not the first violation, it is simply the last chapter in the history written with blood. Qatar's blood Ummah's call. From Gaza's ruins to Doha's skyline, the Muslim Ummah bleeds from the same wound. You are watching Global Affairs Tonight, and I was Mr. Bravo. Israeli missiles may silence leaders, but they cannot silence the truth. Palestine live in every heart that refuses to surrender. Qatar's tragedy is not just Qatar's, it is the Ummah's. And it is a warning: sovereignty without justice is an illusion. Subscribe.